your earliest memory is of a helicopter landing in some sort of abandoned facility. You call it the derelict. Someone was here, probably long time ago, probably long gone by now, but you're unsure if this place was even made by humans or something else. You don't seem to think there's any threat. You have a drone with you and a few of your fellow scientists, but that's it. As you move deeper down below with your team, you see that the facility is huge. Of course, you have a question. This place looks old, yet these catwalks and ladders don't seem to be constructed over the original structure. They feel like they are a part of the original structure. You find something interesting. Antediluvian moss. What even is antediluvian? It means before the biblical flood. Why would you, as a scientist, refer to an organic sample with a term that is related to biblical flood? That just adds more weight to your theory that this place has been recently unfrozen. Maybe multiple floods, then Ice Age, captured this place in time. Then another curious discovery, a bunch of tubifex worms. These worms combine into one fleshy mass. They are old creatures on this planet. They're weird, hundreds of small things combining into one seemingly living creature, with maybe different goals. But it's new, or at least different. Or maybe a species that was lost to time, frozen, and now alive again. Even more, there's a mass of bones and dry tissue on the wall. It reminds you of something, but you can't quite recall what. If you look closer, this thing seems to have tentacles coming out from it. Was it some sort of form of unknown tubifex worms? Or an alien creature? Or a creature from Earth that has been affected by something alien? You don't seem to be surprised. This is more of a technical mission. You're not discovering new things. You're not careful with it. You blow shit up because it's just another day on the job. You place the explosives, move away a bit, and open up a new entrance to this research facility. You get past the blockade. Now, to explore further. This place looks weirder and weirder. Then, in the next room, there's a giant skeleton seemingly stuck to the walls. What even is this creature? Was it the predator that ran out of food? Or was it the prey? Doesn't matter. You move forward to find another skeleton. This one at least looks like a human. You don't know if that should calm you down or give you even greater anxiety. The cause of death? Massive head trauma, like getting hit with something really heavy, or being thrown into a wall with intense force. You can't stand here pondering, so you move further down this alien ship or prison. It's all starting to meld together, but there's one thing you are clear about. This place is massive. The crystals growing all over also gives you some sort of occult or ancient magic feeling. Magic mixed with technology? What was the purpose of this place? One thing that you only now notice is that there's way more of these tendrils that you found near the entrance. If we imagine them as tentacles from a creature, it moved through here, leaving its mark. And you might be crazy, but it seems like they're leading your way, or at least you're traveling in the same direction as whatever the thing that left them is. This door seems to require a lever, so you go searching for it. You do a sick jump, because stairs or not, broken bones are only for cowards. Keep this jump in mind though, that might lead somewhere. The path forward is blocked, so more jumping for you. Even to the point where you are willing to throw yourself into a black pit, just hoping that the ground is near. Broken bones? Never heard of that concept. Oh wow, your guesses were sort of correct. There's a giant tendril coming out of the wall, resembling the leftovers we have seen around. This one, though, is fresh. This one seems to be alive. The weirdest thing is that you don't really study it. Something that looks this crazy isn't even worth stopping to investigate? What the hell is even your purpose here? What does require your time is another dead creature in some sort of liquid that looks, well, alive. As you come closer, it's obvious that you're looking at a calcified remains of a cyclopean creature. This is interesting. It's hard to see exactly what the creature looks like, but the word cyclopean can mean two things. Either it's a creature with one eye, resembling the myths, or the word is used to describe something ancient and giant. Why are we using these specific words? Why is it always connected to the Bible or ancient legends? It's weird how the specific word calcified is used here. You noticed it. And calcification usually is a response to injury or some sort of infection. And this place, well, it feels infected, doesn't it? Enough wasting time. You go up the ladder while encountering more of these wine-like things. Finally, you can move this obstacle away and continue your journey. You insert the lever, pull the chain, and open the god-forsaken door. You reach what feels like your goal, the final room. There are more of these tentacles. That one we saw before probably came from this creature or thing. But does it mean that the creature is spread throughout this entire compound, in the walls and in the corridors, just lurking, just waiting? It doesn't matter. You're here for the sample. And coming closer to this mass of flesh, it feels weird. Your body sweats a bit. As you touch it, everything goes red, and our drone starts to go into alarm mode. Did you get infected? Or did you connect it back to something? What was that? An explosion? A memory? Prediction of the future? It doesn't matter. Your colleagues are dead. You don't even know who could have killed them. Their bodies are intact. There were no gunshots. Was it some sort of gas that knocked all of you out? There are so many questions, but they are unimportant. You try to get out of this god-forsaken place, not even glancing at your colleagues, not checking their pulses. Maybe you know that they are already dead. You just hope you weren't the one that ended their lives. As you move forward, this place feels even more empty. You find some creature whose remains are stuck in the wall, but the doors are locked. How the hell did that thing get there? Was it growing from the wall, or just stuck in it? Nothing to do, just move forward. As you climb up the ladder, there is a sound. You are not alone. And then, what the hell is that thing? A drone? Some sort of ancient living creature? A machine? It seems mechanical. But why is it chained? Is it a security system? This thing reacts to you, seemingly alerting about something inside of you. But nothing happens. Maybe it's too old to do its purpose? But you still need to take this thing out somehow. After searching for a while, you find a cell key for the one door that was locked. You head back as the robot keeps bashing around with no stopping. And our reward for opening this gate is a stun gun. Wait, this doesn't look like a place where we would put a stun gun. And especially lock the doors after the fact. Is this some sort of old technology? Is this an alien stun gun? But you seem to know how to use it. Nothing makes sense here. However, there's only one way out. Through that drone. And there he is, this little asshole. You aim and shoot. Ouch! That was kind of a blast. You think that half of your bones should have been broken by now, but you feel fine. A few moments and you're back on your feet. Now, to escape. Some more obstacles. You move them. It almost feels like you're learning something new, or something inside of you is learning. You encounter even more of these drones. These ones, however, seem to be inactive. You're out, but it's night already. How long have you been down there? The night sky does look so vivid, so alluring, like home calling you. But you still have to get out of this place. Oh, finally, some people. Soldiers, to be fair. Seems like heavy soldiers. Why are they here? Did someone call them? Or did you really spend so long in those caves? You get closer. Wait, is that the helicopter you came in? Why is there blood on it? Whose blood is it? All of your main crew is down below, probably dead in the mines. So, whose blood can it be? Probably your pilot's. He might have called for backup before he died, but who the hell did this? As you move closer to investigate, one of the drones starts scanning you. And without a warning, everyone becomes aggressive. You are the enemy. You're not sure whether you were the creature all along, did it infect you, or you were some sort of mix between human and those tube-effect worms. Have you killed the pilot, or was there another creature? While you were going down, it was probably going up. Now, it doesn't matter. There's only darkness. Once again, you fall into your slumber. How long has it been? How long have you slumbered? You remember some sounds around you, some images, but everything was like in a dream. You're finally free. This place seems to be familiar, but upgraded. Maybe someone built this research base on top of what we discovered. Humans are afraid of you. They know what you are. They have seen what you can do, even in the small shape. Using your tentacles, you are able to move freely, and more importantly, fast on all surfaces. Every person that sees you goes into complete panic mode. You like their screams. You love them. You move forwards, and it seems like you don't need to breathe oxygen, and water will not be a problem for you. Oh, look, there's an obstacle. But you already know how to get rid of them. You've learned it. Moving forward, you hear something, or rather, someone. You feel the blood running in their veins. You are hungry. You are angry. You want to devour. And this is going to be the last shit this person takes. Your tentacles reach from below, shy at first, then grabs the leg and oh Jesus, oh God, oh no, oh wow. You devour and devour until there is literally nothing left of the person. Once you're done devouring, you feel stronger. Your health increases and you become bigger. Now you don't need to sneak. You bash into the room, destroying everything and ripping your victims apart. His friends wanted to help him, but it's too late for all of them. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Your tentacles grab them, rips them apart. Your body slams into them, breaking every bone, while some cry for help or pray for the Lord in the last moments. No one can help them. You are the only God here. And once you're done, the room is painted red. You're searching for a way to escape. Finding a lever and being smart enough to operate it, well, it opens doors. And now, no one can stop you. Or maybe they can. You kind of feel stuck. The door requires human DNA. Everything is locked, so there's no place to go. Well, unless you want to check this weird glowing crack in the wall. Once you do, you spread. infecting this place and blasting open the doors. But you also left something. A clone, a part of you. Call it what you want. But it gives you all your health back. So now, you're ready to move away from this place. You exit somewhere near the surface. Even more things to eat, even more things to break. So, no time to waste. After getting lost for a while, you find another place to spread your biomass. Spread that biomass nicely, baby. But this also allows you to move to another level. Military junkyard. So, was this research done for the military as a bioweapon? Well, it doesn't matter. You're the harbinger of doom now. Ah, shit. These humans are packing heat. And you know you don't like to get shot. No one does. Even an ancient god like Cthulhu being. That was some nice food. Another place to spread your biomass. This time, it blasts through the wall and opens up a new path. Good. More destruction awaits. You stalk your new victim, waiting patiently until they are close, opening the door and dragging them to hell that is you. Ow, okay, guns hurt. You can't be in the open all the time. Okay, lurking and hiding is the strategy. You're angry for getting shot, so you just wreck the place up. Moving on, you find a container that seems very familiar. You rip the container out just to find a part of you, or at least a part of whatever the hell you even are. Arachnoptesis allows you to shoot spider web-like limbs to trap enemies. Or you remember that switch you saw? This power will come in very useful. There, perfect. The doors are now opened. Your cobweb shooter isn't that powerful, but if you continue to shoot, it will rip people apart. Peekaboo, peekaboo, and I'll devour you. After finding another place to spread your biomass, you can finally leave this place. After getting lost once more, you find a way further, through uranium mines. You hear someone, then throw an object to lure them closer, and start your attack. There is even more resistance in these mines. Everyone is packing heat, but it will not help them. Safety in numbers, they say, as you rip them limb from limb, your heavy body made of flesh breaking ceiling lights as you pass through, coloring every room in the shade of red. Wait, what's that? A new type of soldier? The one you saw at the start of the game. They kicked your ass back then, so you know you have to be careful with these ones. Taking your time and then bashing their heads into walls. Yes, they are quite formidable, being able to resist your bites. But nothing beats a few major head traumas. They also have a shield that blocks your frontal assault. If you were a dumb creature, this might be the end of you. But they don't know what they're dealing with. Another container, another part of you. Locked, but not for long. You bash it open and get this word. I'm not even going to say it because I tried and I can't, okay? This skill allows you to damage weak walls and, of course, crush your enemies. After smashing your way through, finding more places to spread your biomass, you can finally escape this place. Your enemies are more formidable, mixing heavy soldiers with regular goons. While you are the all-devouring monster, you are not immortal, so you have to pick the right time to strike from the shadows. On your way up, oh, look, a free buffet. Don't mind if I do. Wandering around the map, you find another container. More powers, more flesh added to you. This ability grants you a second tentacle, grabbing more than one person to pull towards you and devouring them does sound like a really fun time. As you move towards your goal, you see the same crystals you've seen before. Is this whole place built on the old one? Or do these people just use the same technology taken from the ship? It doesn't matter now, since you see even more victims in front of you. More meals, that is. You have to open this door with your spider tentacle, but you're too big for that. And for the first time, you realize you can shred most of your mass into a thing that looks basically one-to-one to that biomass we found at the beginning. We spread even more, allowing us to reach locked places. But the enemy is increasing in numbers. Luckily, they're not that smart. You open the door and simply wait until they walk into your death traps. After nice exercise, you find another container. More parts to add. Great. This one gives you echolocation. You can now ping edible corpses around the map. How exactly can you ping a dead body and not an alive one is a question that you choose to ignore as you move forward. A new thing you discover. These lasers seem to react to everything that moves past them. You'll have to come up with some sort of solution for this, probably later on. Moving further, you get spooked by a new enemy, a drone. Wait, that's not a new enemy. You remember it. It's the same drone that was blocking our path in the beginning. Did they reuse the technology? As you grab the drone and bash the ever-living shit out of it, you think you know what happened. You did discover either a crashed alien ship or a research base from a lost civilization. You got infected, then contained, and the tech they found was used to build this place on top of the ruins. That's why seemingly so much new tech here is mixed with what looks like, I don't know, magic crystals or occult symbols. At least for now, that's your best bet. While exploring this place, you find more plants. This must be the way to botanical gardens. And you want to make a good entrance by painting over most of the green with blood red. Finally, another spot where you can spread your biomass. These plants are so wonderful. You love to admire them while eating your victims from limb to limb. Oh crap, you keep forgetting about soldiers with shields. Ouch! You slither throughout these tunnels, eating everything you find, until... Oh, fire! Fire bad, fire hurts. You don't like fire. Doesn't matter. You know a good way to put out this fire. Bash the guy's brains out, and then drown him. Yeah, that felt nice. More drones. You hate them. Letting your anger out, you bash them into walls and floors until they no longer resemble anything. More fire, more enemies, but you at least have a small pool of water to stop that stupid fire from spreading. After a bit of exploration, you find another of these canisters. This one gives you photokinesis, allowing you to mask your shape and become invisible for a few moments. But those few moments is all you need. You also discover that electricity does not harm you. In fact, you seem to replenish your own power while getting zapped. Using your new ability, you bypass the lasers and continue your rampage. New location to find, new victims. Ah, perfect. More flesh. On your way to toy with even more victims, you find that most of the waterways are blocked. You might be able to squeeze through them, but for now, you can't. Luckily, you don't need to wait long. Another container and one more part of your powers, hydrophilia. Now, you can easily swim around all obstacles in this form of worms. Even more resembling the Tubifex worms discovered at the start. You are stronger now, so the enemies also bring out their big guns in the form of these mecha robots. They can shred you easily if you stay in one place. And they have quite an armor to deal with. But you do have a way of dealing with them. Ripping a bit of their armor reveals the human operating this robot. And then you can just grab them and do what you do best. You're out of that place, but you're still not complete. You still need to find more parts of yourself. Your new water worm form seems to be very useful in getting you to more of your victims. I guess fuck that guy in particular. A new threat appears. These turrets fire when you get close, and similar to robots, they can shred you quite fast. New location to destroy, and this one requires you to use those brains of yours, wherever they might be located, to solve some puzzles. This place looks huge, and you have even more of these robots. Luckily for now, they seem to be locked. You find the X, but it's out of reach. So you need to solve a bit more of the puzzles ahead. You enter the bathroom. There's someone relieving themselves, hoping that the heavy guard in front of the door will give them a piece of, mind. But you first turn the guard's brain into a mush. And then you begin. On your way up, you also mess this place up. You're not just here for devouring, but also to redecorate the place. They thought that closed doors and lasers would help them, but they still don't understand what they are up against. You manage to open the main doors, but it also releases one of the robots that were locked. You, of course, make quick work of it. After the first encounter, you're stronger, you're smarter. More drones, more bodies to destroy, and especially to devour. Solving more puzzles, you open the last door, and then make quick work of the second robot. One more container, one more power. But this one this one feels very different. Parasitism allows you to take direct control of an enemy. You don't just infect, you can fully control the person, opening doors or even shooting their own people. Also, if your victim is just a normal human, once the connection is severed, your entire body will transfer to the victim's location. With your mind control powers, you make easy work of the remaining soldiers. No doors can stop you when you can control whoever is inside. That's it. You cleared this place. Now, to escape. Before you find more of these containers, you solve some puzzles to move forward. And there it is, another container, giving you a cantasis. This allows you to grow hundreds of keratin spikes, protecting yourself, but also damaging anyone who just happens to stand in your way. You make quick work of enemies in this location and move on. You reach the nuclear power plant. Some more scientists for you to consume. Tasty. You find out that with your big form, you can bash open these gates. Okay, nice. This will open up way more locations later on. Next thing you know, you're spreading your biomass. And even if this location feels like a maze, you slowly move forward. With mind control, you don't even need to get your hands dirty. Fire! Fire! You hate fire. And these assholes are packing a lot of it. Another puzzle blocks your way. This time, you have to use mind control to open the doors in a specific order. It might stop an animal, but not God. Oh, hey, round and round and round and round you go. Finally, another container. You're hungry for new powers. Now you're able to shoot out hundreds of flesh-made harpoons that, after a while, retracts, causing lots of damage all around you. You can remove more of the blockage. It will be even harder to stop you now. You open the last seal on the door, but before you can leave, there's more robots blocking your way. But they don't really have a chance. You're smarter, and you know your way around this place. There, easy. But before you can escape, you need to reset these reactors. Why? For the glory of Satan, of course. And, oh, okay, it opens the doors you need to use to escape this nuclear facility. There, another map to infest. You feel like you're closer to your goal. You're closer to freedom. Using mind control, you take over the flame guy. Now, you're the flame master. Burn! Burn! A new type of enemy. This one shoots projectiles that stick to you no matter where you go or what power you use. Meaning you need an upgrade. Another victim taking a shit. Well, they are a mush of bones and flesh now. After fighting your way through, you take control of yet another victim. They can do all the killing for you, while you just chill. Hell, you even dropped this guy down the elevator shaft. Why? There's an enemy down there. Why not kill him as well, huh? Well, karma is a bitch, since you enter a room full of small enemy drones, and these are honestly some of the toughest enemies to deal with. They are fast, aggressive, and do a lot of damage. After one hell of a fight for your life, you find even more victims to mind control. But this time, you're going to be the guy in the robot suit. More enemies in your way, more limbs to tear apart, more brains to splatter on these walls. Falling down this hole, tumbling down. Oh, look, an elevator. There are turrets on every corner you take, so you have to be fast. You have to dive past the bullets and turn those turrets off before they turn you off. Finally, you feel a part of your body calling to you. Another container, and you get keratosis, a weird ability to harden your body and survive even the biggest explosions. Wait, why does it remind you of the calcified skeleton you seen at the beginning of the story? Was it part of you? A similar organism to you? Or maybe the creature that was patient zero? But coming back to reality, you know what you're going to use this on. Those annoying bomb turrets that stopped you in your track. Nice, you managed to survive. But now, there are two robots you have to deal with. And this will be quite a problem. Okay, you managed to defeat them. Now the path of destruction is clear. Oops! Shit! Using what little brain you have, next time you carry that bomb to a weak structure, since your armor will protect you while destroying what blocks your way. You feel smart until you trigger a laser and get swarmed by drones. Those drones are really getting on your nerves. After dealing with those drones, there's even more enemies. This place is armed to the teeth. But at least you get some quality murder robot time. Now, for one last thing in this level, take the bomb, blow the door, and leave. You reach the bunker, and now your freedom is closer than it ever was. Ouch, these enemies are annoying. Let's hit him and then send him up the elevator. See you, loser. I don't think you're going to kill him this way. And done. You find another radioactive core, and it opens doors all throughout this bunker. Well, off you go to explore. But before you leave, you find your first secret upgrade that allows you to grow 3 tentacles instead of 2. No one can stop you now. Well, they can, but you know what I mean. You manage to kill nearly everyone here, but you decide to take control of the last enemy and drown him. Of course, you're on your last life, so I guess it was sort of like a mutual suicide? Yay! Let's drown everyone we meet. What's that? Oh, fire, 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 God! That was painful. That was tough. You barely survived this madness. Now, to at least regain your lost health. These robots that were so scary at the start seem so trivial now. You cut them down without even flinching. Yes, yes, yes. Well, apparently those bomb turrets don't really discriminate. Oh no, drones. Why does it always have to be drones? Just try to survive. You know that there's going to be even more drones. You just know it. And there they are, nearly killing you with their sheer numbers and harassment. Okay, that was a tough fight, but at least you can consume some regular humans to restore yourself. And with that, you can exit this goddamn bunker. But you find something interesting. The control room, with all of your visited locations displaying information. There are still containers of your parts to be found, so with most of your powers unlocked, you go out searching. After going round and round, you find your first extra container. This one increases the energy you can store in your body. A few more hours of searching and you find another upgrade to your energy. Just a bit more and you'll be fully complete. After solving an annoying laser puzzle, you find another energy upgrade, charging you up. Next up is a puzzle with bombs, but it's not that hard, so you get another part of yourself. This time, it gives you fire resistance. Damn, that would have been so useful. You know, if you had it before killing everything in the map. Then, another part of you, increasing your fire resistance even more. Well, there's actually one more part of you that increases your energy level. That's it. You're basically complete. Basically. You still know there's one last part to be found. Oh, look. This place looks very familiar. Isn't this the same place you escaped from? Well, I guess we went full circle. After killing everything that moves here, finally, the last part, the last upgrade. Improved parasitism, which turns you into a human. Or a human-looking creature. You're not sure anymore. All you know is that the devices around here recognize you as a human. And that's all you need. You can leave this place. Go to the world. What will you do? Will you stay human, find a job, and live the rest of your life in peace? Or are you going to start ripping the first creature you meet into shreds? That is up to you. That is up to you. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this nonsensical little video. Leave a comment if you want more of this. Click a like if you liked it. Blah, blah, blah. And I'll see you next time.